All right, hey guys, today we're going to tackle a different project here. We are going to attack a distributor in a 4x4 Chevy. Here's a new one right here, as you can see. There's the distributor. I don't want to pick it up too much because I don't want to smash it on the ground. We're going to attack putting this distributor and this bad boy right here, our 72 Monte Carlo. So we're going to attack that. Let's get to work. Come on, help us out. Okay, so got myself a little screwdriver now. And we're getting back under the hood here. Alright, so we got a little screwdriver now. And pop that clip off here. Back right here, and of course. I don't want to up the front now. There we go. There we go. And then all them wires look good. So let's see nothing wrong there. So hopefully there's no wiring issue. Alright, let's get our Phillips and pop this bad boy off here. And I bet you I probably I'm going to not be able to get back here. You watch. I think we got it. This one hooked. I believe so. Alright, let's see what we got. Oh yeah, that rotor don't look too good. Doesn't really look like it's anything wrong with the cap. But let's take a look. Are you kidding me? Well, the rotor's gonna take a little socket set, but I definitely think that rotor has got an issue. Alright, so we're gonna get out again. Why? Because we like playing musical chairs. Now that we got the whole toolbox, let's get that out and take a look at that rotor. It doesn't look too happy. The rotor don't look too happy, to be honest with you. Oh boy. We probably should consider replacing the whole thing, but I don't like it. I don't like it. Alright, let's take this rotor here off. Let's try this one. Hopefully. Yeah, this one looks nice. Yeah, I think if this doesn't work, we're going to end up replacing this. Yeah, we're going to try to set this bad boy up. So she goes right in there. So what I'm going to do is we're getting a short, stubby screwdriver because I'm tired of messing with that. Anyways. Alright, so I'll have to go grab another screwdriver. Hey, that's good. That's really good. That's really good. We aren't changing nothing because I just busted the distributor cap. into a million pieces. So much for a nice distributor cap. Let that be word to the wise. Don't lay your stuff on the car where you're crawling in and out of, because you're gonna screw it up. So yeah, anyways, yeah, jump now. See what we can do now. I'm gonna jump on in here. Alright. Yeah, we got our distributor wrench. Let's see if we can get to this. I really should have got a light in here. That would have been nice. And there it is. Now we'll get unhook our vacuum line. Let's just unhook it, shall we? There we go. Unhook it. Move that out of the way. That's where the rotors are pointing at number 1. And there's that bolt. And there's our bracket. And there we have it. Alright. Now, get this gasket off here. And of course it's paper. Nice. Alright. Can you see down inside there? On that? Yes, we can. Alright, we gotta get a screwdriver. Oh yeah. Long screwdriver, and we gotta get something to cover that hole with, because we gotta get that old gasket off there. All right, now turn this puppy. Turn it to 11 and 5. Okay. Now we're gonna go out and get the distributor. So we got the new distributor sitting down in there. We took some advice from a gentleman that told us to, when you pull the old distributor out, take a screwdriver, go down into the oil pump shaft, and turn the oil pump shaft so I'm facing the engine like now. Right now this would be 12 o'clock, it's 6 o'clock here. They told us to turn the shaft to 11 and 5. So we wanted to try this method and see how it worked. It's a little bit different than how we normally did it, but we figured we'd give it a shot. And he also said that as you drop it down, make sure you point the rotor to the second intake bolt back here from the back. Point it to that. And then as we slid it down in, it did turn. It's a little bit of a turn, and now we got the rotor aiming directly at cylinder number 1, exactly the way it should be. So if anything, dead on cylinder number 1, so that should be it. So we're gonna go ahead and pop the cap on now. So now we're gonna take the cap, set that on there, and again that is pointing right at cylinder number 1 on here, because cylinder number 1 is right there. That's right where we want it. So we're gonna go ahead and we lost our screwdriver, so we're going to use this one. Pop this cap on there. There. Now that that's on there, one other thing we were told was that if we turn the cap so that was like 90 degrees, that'd be like right on our timing, or pretty darn close. So we're going to leave it right about here, because I think this is about where it was before. So now what I did before without checking the firing order, I just went ahead and named the plug wires as I took them off. I named them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 right around the cap. So that's where we're going to put them back on. Alright, so I'm going to bring you guys in here best I can here to kind of show you a little bit on this distributor. There's a new distributor in with the vacuum advance, and you can almost see the bolt down underneath there that holds that distributor in there on the arm. We got it in, it's seated good, it looks like, down there. Now we got to go ahead and get our plug wires on in the right order going around, and we do got to check that plug real quick before we go ahead and continue on that. So we got the distributor so it can move, and this plug, there, that one's in. And we got our ignition wire and our tach wire here. Let's give them a shot of dialectic. This is not actual number 8. I'm telling you, even though you're bent over this car underneath here, it's still pretty hard on the back. That's all that. I think we gotta just hook up the battery, and I think we're gonna be good. At least to test the initial start. Time it yet, we're just gonna see if we can get the initial start out of her. Alright guys, so we're working under the hood of the Monty again. We're going to take it back in here and we're going to work on these distributor wires, because what I forgot to do is get a set of wire cutters, because these wires were not in the best of shape. And I'm going to grab a set of wire cutters and we're going to take care of that and fix it up. This wire was kind of burnt. I don't want to cut it too short. I really want that burnt wire out of there because it just was not good. Okay, so that brown wire here is my ignition wire. The other two wires, I do believe, was for when the car had a voltage regulator on it. It did have the non-HDI, or HEI, I'm sorry, distributor originally. And we have tested that this is indeed the hot wire, and these two, we're gonna cut these evenly. So let's get this wire stripped out. Let's see what it looks like. For right now, we're going to hook this one up and just see what it does. We want to make sure that this is, in fact, the problem. There we go. Just like that. Just like that. Okay. Now, cap back on. Let's get our cap sitting on there. And we'll start getting her locked on. like that. There's that one. And the tough one. Which we can. There we go. Alright, we got that on. Alright, let's get our plugs plugged in here. There is only one way that's going to go on. And I believe it's just like that. Oh, maybe it's like that. There we go. There we go. And we'll take our new plug that we got. There we go. Hopefully that's in there correctly. Alright. And good old number one, which is probably 8 or something, I don't know. Okay, so that's all good. So first thing I'm gonna do is grab all these tools out of here, because we're gonna pray that everything works fine. All right, guys, we got it done. We got the plug wires back on. The new plug is plugged in. Battery's hooked up now. We're gonna test it and see what we get. See if she'll fire up. She's been giving me a hard time firing up for a while. Didn't want to start. Takes off instantly. Timing's a little off. We're gonna open the door up a little bit. Timing's off. Let's see if we can shut this off. Yeah. Let's see. Let's right that way a little bit. See if that does her. See if we're getting any closer. Okay, at least we know now she will start, she will run, and I am happy as hell. Okay, so now what I gotta do is get a timing light out, get the timing set. It's been, whew, a little foggy in here. It's been a while she's been ran. Let's pull this out up here.